Okay. Hi there. I'm going to read from my blog, and I feel like I should tell you that because my eyes are going to be down, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just reading from the screen. So, this is about when I stopped being an atheist, coming out of the broom closet, so to speak. And it's tied into my plans to travel to Europe, why I'm going, and what I plan to see there. Now, I have always wanted to go, and I've been never gone before. This is a 3-month trip that I'm planning. It's the trip of a lifetime. It's the I had fucking cancer and realized life is short. What's going on with my hair there? So I'm going to Europe. So, without further ado, I started researching this trip to Europe. I'm not a woman of means, so I'm saving and being very choosy with my itinerary. There are some obligatory stops that I feel compelled to check out, but this has also become sort of a pilgrimage. I'm not trying to make it a pilgrimage. I mean, it's just turning out like that. And it's not completely a pilgrimage. I'm going to do some hedonistic things because... but some of these other things have crept in too. I've recently become interested in the Black Madonna. I am a natural mystic, and I have always been curious about the occult. Recently, I've been researching Isis, the goddess, not the terrorists, obviously. Hermeticism, sacred geometry, the cult of Mary, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, Glastonbury tour, the Beguines. These are subjects that capture my imagination. I don't know if I said Beguine right. They're 13th century female mystics who kind of started feminism, some people say. They took vows of service to God, but they were not nuns, and they lived together in these communities called, I think, a beguinage. Not sure if I'm saying it right. Anyway, look them up. They're cool, especially Hadewich. Hadewich, Hadejich, Hadwick, or whatever. She's badass. All right. So anyway, a year ago, I wouldn't have given a rat's ass about going to those places. I would have checked out any pagan ruins, and I would have appreciated the aesthetic value of a fine Gothic cathedral, but as a tourist, not as a pilgrim. A year ago, I was an atheist. Still mystical, still an open-minded seeker, but more or less an atheist. Like so many others, cancer broke me wide open, and I experienced something I can't describe. Now is not the time that I'm going to try to describe it. I'll just leave it at that. After some soul-searching, I felt a powerful pull towards the Great Mother, and I use that term to loosely describe the goddess in her many forms. Connecting with her helps activate that archetype within me. I am no longer fertile after the hysterectomy, but I can mother myself, and Christ on sale, do I need to learn how to do that. Getting a hysterectomy made that pretty plain. I am a woman without a womb and without a mother. I fucking need the mother goddess. Atheism is a nice place to hang your hat intellectually. But when life kicks you in the cervix, you need the divine. You need Isis, the Queen of Heaven. You need Our Lady Mary. You need Kali. So this trip to Europe has taken on a deeper dimension. I feel called to pilgrimage to my ancestral home and also to honor my spiritual ancestors. Not just the people with whom I share DNA, but artists and musicians who I jive with, and I think we're maybe from the same tribe. Like, you know what I mean. My family, homeland, and mother tongue are cultural roots that I lack as a white American. I can claim America, but there isn't much to hang on to there. We're such a young country, essentially a collection of immigrants with a complex tapestry of identities, all swimming around in each other's gene pools and trying not to offend each other at cocktail parties. But I digress. It's true, though. I mean, like, that describes America so well. I'm so good. I digress, though. I mean to honor those artists and musicians who have come before me, those thinkers who shared their great knowledge with the world. I want to stand where they stood. I want to light a candle on Chopin's grave, specifically. Why not just light a candle here, Shelley? I can hear you say. I wish I had the answer. I have this belief, however crazy it may sound, that energy collects in places and sometimes in objects. Music and light are frequency. The musical legacy of a dead composer, for example, it bears an energetic signature. It does not die with the composer as long as her music is still played and people visit her grave and hold her in their hearts and minds. Yeah, I know, it's pretty woo-woo, right? I don't care anymore. Fuck it. I'm coming out of the broom closet or the woo-woo closet. Here I am. As an intellectual and a maybe recovering atheist, maybe recovering is a rude term, but you know, this channel's called Tough Love, not Fluffy Bunny Love, so I'm kind of a recovering atheist. I feel a little bit ashamed to admit all of this about energy and fuck it. I can't reconcile my heart with my head, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's the point. I mean, atheism was a good fit for a time, but after a while it began to chafe. Not because I'm some fucking guru or because I heard the voice of God or saw his likeness in a bowl of Cheerios. I did not have any of those experiences. I had an experience I can't describe, and it widened my gaze. I cannot go back to my old worldview, even if I tried. Atheism accounts for everything you can explain. It's neat and tidy, all shiny and sure, and I'm too sloppy for it. I've always been too sloppy for it. I was always spilling out the sides and slipping through the cracks. Atheism gave me muffin top, so to speak. You know, whenever you have those jeans and they're too tight and your hip fat falls over the top, that's called muffin top. That's what atheism gave me. I was carrying too much woo-woo in the hips to fit into those atheist trousers. On others, they are fantastic. On me, not so much. They're constrictive, and I'm more than a little sure that they made me look like a mom with Peter Pan syndrome who wears her teenage daughter's trendy jeans. Not to throw too much shade on atheism, because an atheist is a lean, mean, intellectual machine. Don't argue with her. You know, she's got her fucking facts straight. And I respect that. Excuse me. Most of my friends are atheist. They tolerate me because I'm not in their face with my woo-woo. They know I read tarot, but have never asked me to read for them. They know I perform ritual, but very rarely do they ask what is it or why I do it. Frankly, that's a little disappointing, just because I'm lonely. I mean, here I am on the internet talking to strangers about it because I don't have anyone else to talk about with. So it's lonely. I want to talk about my thing. And partly, I think that their lack of curiosity strikes me as a bit smug. There, I said it. I feel better. I sort of feel better. So I'm coming out of the broom closet, or the woo closet, and I'm going to Europe And I hope that while I'm there, I can recover some of what was lost to me, has been lost to me. My awe, my sense of awe, my magic, my mother goddess. Is this a pilgrimage or a hero's journey? I don't know, not sure, don't care, going anyway. Gonna follow my fucking gut. Going where no one knows me, where I'm just another freak in the freak parade, as Hunter S. Thompson put it. I'll be a stranger in a strange land. It will help me shed some skin and begin again. I shed the illusion that life is infinite and I can fuck off forever. I shed the womb. I shed the atheist pants. Now I'm shedding skin. Perhaps soon I'll shed some light on my shadow. Perhaps I will attune to the frequencies of my ancestors, both genetic and spiritual. If there are such things as chakras, I believe they can and will be realigned, and belief plus experience equals reality. Say that again. Belief plus experience equals reality. There you go. Seems kind of obvious, doesn't it? But I thought it was well worded, and sorry for the occasional prose, the flowery prose, but it is my blog. So that's my excuse. And my blog said it more concisely than I probably could have. So I'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Kisses.